What's up, everybody? We have Ron here who's been crushing it with the sports cards, and I have him here to talk about what he's been doing, how he's been making money, all that good stuff. But Ron, you want to introduce yourself? Where are you from? What do you do for a living? What are your deepest, darkest secrets? Tell everybody.
Hey, my name's Ron Norman. I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania area. Started this program in early April, and with the help of the coaches and all the coaching calls and just following the process, I've been doing probably made about $6,000 in the last 2.5 months, and really just waiting for most of my cards are football, so I'm waiting for the season to start, and then I should really start crushing it.
Cool. So let me backtrack. So curious. So you joined the program. What was your knowledge like not knowledge, but like what was your experience with flipping sports cards before? Did you not have?
Absolutely no experience. I over the last year I've watched like the card business just seemed to be booming, and so I was gaining interest, and just how Facebook is, it kind of like reads your mind, and
Yeah,
there it is. So I'm gonna give this a shot, and it's worked out well.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, that's good. So if you've been making like 6 grand, 2.5 months. So what would you say is like the most surprising thing you've learned about sports cards? Because obviously you've been successful quick and you knew nothing a few months ago. So like, what have you done? Or like, what are some of the biggest things you've learned where it's like, whoa, like I can't believe like I didn't know this, or like this is a thing.
There's so much. I mean, when you start from pretty much knowing nothing to think some knowledge, but there's always something new to learn from the coaches, and just listening to the calls and meetings with your coach. Just there's always something to be learned. It's so hard to say, because there's when you just you're just an open book trying to gain as much knowledge as possible. So it's hard to pinpoint one thing.
Cool. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot. The people think it's just, oh, flipping cards, but there's so much to it, like negotiating and evaluating condition and buying the right types of cards and where to find these cards and all that good stuff. So yeah, I hear what you're saying. Now, let's dive into the money. So you made 6 grand in the past, call it 3 months, from sports cards. I know you also made another 6 grand from the sports betting arbitrage, but we're not going to talk about that here. So you've made like 12 grand profit, 3 months, really good. But dive into the sports cards. So like, what cards like have you been buying to make that money? What's like the single card you've made the most amount of money on? Like, what are you holding at PSA? Like, what are your projections? Like, what do you think you'll make here in the next few months? Like, give me that rundown.
I like, just like everybody, you think you're like gonna buy the like really high end cards and make tons of money. But again, like they talk about that sweet spot, like around $200 or so. I mean, I've sold, probably the most expensive card I sold was a downtown for about $1,000, and I made probably $700 profit on
Which one was it? Who was the player?
it. Yeah, I think it was Justin Herbert.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So what do you project to make by the start of football season?
Oh yeah, I have my eBay store. I have about 400 football slabs right now. So
holy shit.
yeah, so I'm like, the outlook's good once the season gets closer.
And that's all stuff you bought in the program?
90% of it, yes.
Wow. You're better at buying than me. That's it.
I'm so busy with work and stuff. Like Coach Bill talked to me. I got a VA, so the VA has helped a lot also.
Ah, yes, the card finder. Nice. Yeah,
yes.
You've been utilizing it. Nice.
Yes.
So I'm curious, what do you think you project to make by, like, if you had to take a guess, within the next few months?
My goal is at least 5,000 a month.
Okay. Cool.
I think I can reach. I think that's a realistic goal.
Yeah, no, that's definitely realistic. Sweet. And I'll leave you off with this. I'll ask one more question. So like there's some students that are just like so successful, like so fast, like you, like some of the coaches, some other guys, and like I forget because like I learned this stuff like 9 years ago. Like, what do you think? Like, why have you been successful so fast? What's the secret? What have you done?
I don't think there's a secret. I think if you just sit back and listen to what everybody says and believe in the process and just, go through the steps and listen and, just the basics and go do what your coaches tell you. It's almost impossible not to be successful.
Yep. Yep. I agree. I agree. Cool. Well, Ron, I appreciate you coming on. I'll give this a post on the Discord, maybe throw it on YouTube. And yeah, man, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.